Stay tuned to Memphis Street.
Yeah, it's your boy Toriano.
You got Ralph Golden.
Disbelef Tequila. Stay tuned to Memphis Streets.
Welcome to Memphis Streets. This your girl Jen with the Juice, and we're here with Disbelef Tequila. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Toriano Banks, CEO of Disbelef Tequila.
I'm Ralph Golden, and I'm just here. I'm just messing with you. I'm the CEO of Disbelef Tequila as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do y'all originally from Memphis?
Oh yeah, I'm originally from South Memphis.
And I'm from North Memphis.
Okay, so how did you all get together? Like, how did y'all meet?
We met in the music industry. Ralph used to manage a lot of the artists that I had. When I had a company called Toriano Entertainment, he had a company called Boss Man Management, and that's how we merged together.
How many business ventures have y'all did together?
We done several.
Several.
You know, we done the music industry. We've done the entertainment industry, nightclubs, clothing industry.
Real estate.
Now we're here with the real estate, cars.
Wow.
See, the whole Baseball Rich thing, you know, it's not really focused on the clothing. Of course, we built our brand based off the clothing, but Baseball Rich is a lifestyle. You know, it's a goal that we want to reach. With baseball players being the highest paid athletes, we wanted to get baseball rich. So
Right.
we kind of tapped into, you know, some of everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so which one of y'all played college basketball?
He did. Ralph did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I played a little college basketball.
I played college football.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah.
Where'd you play it?
I played in
Lane.
Lane.
Lane
College.
Where'd you play?
I played in a couple places. I played at Alabama State last, though. I ain't gonna shout out the other schools, you know. I'm gonna shout out Alabama State where I finished at. You know, the HBCU, that's what's popping. So anybody gonna go to one of them schools, go to Alabama State.
Oh, okay. All right, let's get back to how y'all met with the music industry. Tell me a little bit more about who y'all worked with or who y'all produced.
Oh, we had several artists. None that you probably would know today because it's been so long ago. But we did do a lot of features with artists that's still in the industry and stuff like that. We worked with the Gorilla Zoes and the Roccos and the Trinas and the Plies and a lot of artists that still
I know them people.
relevant today.
Yeah, work with Moneybag too.
Work with Moneybag. Yeah, we actually work with Moneybag. So I mean, we work with a lot of artists that still.
Black Youngster.
Black Youngster. Yeah, we did several.
Juicy.
Yeah, I mean, Juicy Fruit. I mean, it gets endless to the amount of artists that we work with while we were in the industry. Yeah.
Okay. So how did y'all get out of the industry then? Or are y'all still in it?
Well, we still have Baseball Rich Music Group. We still have two artists. We have Snapboy Ty and Coach Chapo that we currently working with. So we'll be dropping albums on them later on this year or early next year. But we kind of went away from the Toriano Entertainment and Boss Man Management situation, and we merged together with the Baseball Rich Music Group. So we currently just kept two artists.
Yeah, we wanted to put the time and energy towards us at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but when you investing in artists, running labels and all that type of stuff, it take a lot of financing to take care of it. And
Oh yeah.
when you see you not really getting the type of returns out the investment that you want, you kind of steer directions.
Yeah, it's quick. It's easy to change lanes after years and years. Because if you're in the industry and you're not making money after so many years, stop. Go ahead and stop, because the hustle is just different. It's easy for people to be able to tell you what they need you to do with your money. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you 10,000 things to do with your money right now. But if it's not theirs, they're not gonna fit it. If we win, we all win. If we lose, then I lost.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of made me get away from that part of it in the beginning, and then just revisit it once I focused on this alcohol aspect.
I heard y'all got a energy drink with who, Shiesty?
We got Slime Energy with Shiesty, and we currently are doing Disbelef Energy with Famous Amos.
Okay, so what made y'all get into the the energy drinks then?
We've always had them, even when alcohol is not anything new to us. It's just now that Ralph and I are behind it. Except when we currently had Toriana Entertainment and Boss Man Mansion, we were in the wine business then.
Okay.
We had Artravius wine, and then we had Supreme Power energy drink then. So we still had the formula, so we just repackaged it.
Oh, y'all really been out here.
Oh yeah, we've been doing this a long time.
How are y'all?
Good. How you doing?
Down for two?
Yes, sir.
All right, follow me.
Out of all of the business ventures you all have done, what's the hardest lesson you all have learned?
There's plenty of them, and they say the best taught lesson is a bought lesson, and we bought plenty of them.
Absolutely.
So really, I say one of the lessons personally that I learned is to, never put your faith in, other individuals.
Oh man.
If I'm gonna bet on somebody, I'm gonna bet on me. So if I let me down, I can live with that.
Yeah.
I can't live with nobody else, letting me down. After putting all my, hard work and time, sweat, and energy into something.
Okay, so do y'all have any regrets?
No.
I don't have no
I don't
regrets
have
at
any
all.
regrets. It just builds character.
Right.
You only know what you go through. You only know what you're exposed to. You're not gonna know it if it's never revealed. There's no way to see it. So I wouldn't take back anything that I went through with none of my experiences and stuff like that. To add to what Ralph said, it's almost like we had the same brain waves and functions, because what he said is exactly what I was gonna say. Just bet on yourself. And one other thing for me, in every business that we've been in, has always been misplacement of capital to me. Like putting your money in the wrong spots in business. That's you always want a great ROI. And if you promoting, it's for me, and I'm pretty sure it's with Ralph too. For every dollar I spend with promotion, I want to make $18 back, $19 back. So until I'm doing that, then I'm putting my money in the wrong places. So I'm starting to focus more on the promotional aspect of Disbelef, as me and Ralph continue to sponsor people, as we continue to hire people to market, as we, I'm starting to kind of focus on it every day, because we spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in marketing and stuff now. So I'm starting to kind of watch it. I sit back a little bit until I can kind of figure it out. I'm not, because if you don't know your business, then it's gonna eat your ass up. It's gonna chew you up. So I'm starting to kind of learn the business more. I'm starting to focus more on the business. A lot of this stuff I was kind of letting fall in Ralph lap all the time. He kind of take a lot of responsibilities around the company and stuff like that. I try to make a lot of connections out there, and Ralph do a lot of the business side of Disbelef, because I know a lot of people, and he comes from corporate America, of course. So, of course, even though he's younger than me, I'm not gonna say better at that than me, but
man, you gotta call a spade a spade, man.
I'm not gonna say he's better at that than me, but he's better at that than me. So he's good with that, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. That's the balance.
Yeah, it's the only way any partnership gonna work
It's
anyway.
the balance. So
Any type of partnership, each partner got their own strengths.
you got your own role.
Each one got their own weaknesses and whatnot. So
If I gotta play quarterback,
yeah.
I play quarterback. If I gotta play receiver,
Yeah.
I play receiver. I know when to stand down, and he knows when to stand up, and he knows when to stand down, and I know when to stand up. It's no egos with this partnership. It doesn't matter that he's younger than me. That doesn't mean that he can't know something that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm his OG, of course, and I'm gonna know a lot of different things, experiences out of life, because when he was 10,
Yeah.
I was 20. You know what I'm saying? So and that's how they go. So
Now we all this here, we look all friendly and stuff on this interview and stuff. We done had plenty of talks, the world.
oh yeah, we the bumped heads, of course. And
Several times.
yeah, that's with anything that
But
you
we
do.
want people to understand that too as well.
Yeah,
You got to be able to talk,
that's the brotherhood.
and afterwards you got to be able to get back on the table.
Right.
Yeah, that's what
Can't
siblings
take
do.
none of it personal.
Yeah, that's what siblings do. Is you're gonna have disputes with your brother or with your sisters and stuff like this. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with us not seeing. It kind of reminds me of watching Lean on Me when Joe Clark and his buddy had the argument.
Yeah.
And then after they got to arguing, let's go get something to eat.
Right.
Because that's the business side of it is over. And when I walk into one of these offices and me and Ralph get ready to sit down, I'm no longer looking at him as as my brother. I'm looking at him as my business partner, and we get ready to talk business. Because the brotherhood is something different. You got to be able to separate the two. You got to be able to separate brotherhood from business. Family and business, it don't mix. That's why a lot of my family and a lot of his family don't work for us.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather take new people and make them family than to hire my own family, because when you hire your own family, they have a sense of entitlement. You're supposed to treat them like this or treat them like that. And that ain't what me and Ralph do. You know what I'm saying? We don't do it like that.
For all the younger people coming up who want to get into it, like, what's the best advice you have for people trying to open up a business?
Well, just tell them, be consistent with it. Don't accept no for an answer. You're going to come across plenty of obstacles. A lot of people there stray away when those things happen, because we faced a lot of adversity.
Mm-hmm.
But, what they say, two things going to happen with pressure. Pressure either going to bust a pipe or you either going to make diamonds out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And my business partner, he loved diamonds, so,
Got one on now.
Yeah.
They want
So we chose to make some diamonds out of it. And they say I'm frugal, so if a pipe burst, that means I got to fix it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how they represented us back in the days as kings and queens. They gave us gold and all that type of stuff. So I'm just staying true to where I came from. You know what I'm saying? I'm the closest thing to African as you could get. See, they say the less hair you got on your face, the closer you are to your heritage. So Ralph ain't that African. He just look like it. You know what I'm saying?
Disbelef Tequila, where opulence meets tequila.
Let's talk about the tequila a little bit more. Like, how did y'all how did y'all get this started? Like, did y'all have to fly somewhere and look at y'all
absolutely.
agave, or does it have agave?
Let me take you back to
2017.
2017, the very first encounter that Ralph and I had with Disbelef.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed it. He wasn't a tequila drinker. He didn't want to invest in it. And
remember, we was talking about doing the vodka at first.
we were doing vodka. Yeah, we were talking about doing
so
the
I
vodka.
was on board for the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't on
Or
board
for the tequila. I switched it because, and at the time I switched it. The reason why I shifted, because we were in the nightclub industry. Ralph was just like with Disbelef. When I'm at home sleep, Ralph was still working. When we had the nightclub business, I was there working while he had his ass at home sleep. So it just works different like this. So now he tells me get out into the nightlife a little more, but I had enough of it then. So, and as I was seeing
then, time to not want to do it no more.
But as I saw it, when I was doing the liquor orders all the time, of course I'm going down the line sheet and I'm seeing that you know, we selling a lot of course we selling a lot of Ciroc. We were selling hella Ciroc then. And but we were selling a whole lot of tequila then. But every tequila that I was selling, it wasn't just popping like that. Ciroc was the biggest thing out. So we decided to do the vodka. I'm like, Ralph, we don't want to get in the ring with Puffy.
Yeah, it made sense at the time.
We don't want to do that. You know, it's not,
that's all people were talking
about.
Yeah,
that's all they were talking about.
Ciroc.
He was putting on Young Thug and Khaled and all these different other French Montana, giving them their own flavors and stuff. So we didn't want to wrestle with that monster at the time. So we switched it to tequila. Ralph didn't want to do the tequila. We got a big check in, and I spent this money anyway. Yeah, I spent it anyway. And,
he better be glad it went this way. Like I said, if it would have went left, you heard the statement he made early in the interview. He like, when we win, we all win. If we lose, I just lost. That was gonna be his loss then.
Yeah, you know, gonna make me pay.
Okay, so tell me how y'all started it though. Like, how did y'all make the tequila? Did y'all pick like the ingredients that go in it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, how did that process go?
Get the flavor profile.
Because I was intrigued.
Yeah,
you go.
See, we was in Jalisco, Mexico, and for starters, you know, we use 100% agave.
Okay, so what's the difference between like the regular agave and blue agave?
Blue agave is way sweeter.
Okay.
You know, and we get ours from the highlands, not the lowlands. You know, you got to pay more to get the agave from the highlands. The highlands, when it flood and all that type of stuff, you know, it'll wash that crop out. The what did I say? The lowlands?
The lowlands.
Yeah,
the lowlands.
The highland, you know, I ain't gonna give too much of the grief because these other people out there, they gonna catch on, you know, so they can kind of have the taste that we have. But you know, it's a process to where we pick our undertones and all that good stuff. And we spent several weeks out there trying different formulas and all that we was putting together. Spent many drunk nights because we're not drinkers like that. For real.
That's right.
Oh, so y'all had to like taste test.
Oh yeah. You got to test your product.
Yeah.
And we stick to traditional. The way we do ours is a traditional way. It's, you know, like you have a lot of tequilas and stuff. They use all these big steel pots and all this type of stuff. So we stick to the traditional way. We use the brick ovens and stuff like that to roast our agave and stuff like that. So when when it comes out, it kind of adds complexity to it. You know, it's very sweet when it comes out, and that's why Disbelef has a certain flavor to it.
What was y'all why in all of this? Like, why did you all do it?
Well, we wanted something to act. Well, I have to speak for myself, and then Ralph has to say why he did it. But for me, it was to create generational wealth, to break generational curses, to kind of help pull some of my people up. You know, we still got people out there that's fighting out there, that's hurting out there. So we wanted to, I wanted to create jobs and stuff like that. I wanted to do something that I could reach back. You know, I want to get over the wall and throw the rope back, or I want to take the wood and build a longer table instead of a fence. I don't want to block anybody out. I want it to where everybody can eat. Because that's always been my mindset, to kind of help feed my people. Somebody got to take that role. Somebody got to take this weight and tote it on their back. You know how Jesus had that cross on his back and walking? And that's how I feel in this lifetime. You know, I got to kind of do something to bless my people. You know, so I take the weight. You know, so that was my why. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you got a strong enough how, you're gonna figure out why. And my how was strong enough. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, I say from my perspective, to piggyback off that, because he made a lot of great points that it's part of the reason why I do it as well. But I also like the challenge. You know, most business ventures that we go into, I get an adrenaline rush based off challenges. You know, being told we can't do this here, or this here not possible, and then proving people wrong. You know, a lot of times it don't even be about the money aspect of it. It's just, I don't care if it take me a year to get it popping. It's just to say I told you so.
Well, y'all heard him say that, so give me your part.
Nah.
When you say the one about the damn money, Ralph, if it ain't about it, then give me your part.
Correct. It is about the money.
Okay, that's what I thought. Well, let's just go ahead and clean it up right on national TV.
Okay, so are y'all like the first people to have like a tequila that's from Memphis?
Yeah.
That we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that we
Well,
can't say
can't
that
say
because
that.
you got Timberlake.
Timberlake,
Justin
yeah.
Timberlake had 901 tequila.
Yeah. So.
You know, so
I thought you was from Germantown.
yeah.
No shade,
Yeah.
Justin.
Right.
Yeah, that we know of. I
But
mean,
yeah,
I
but
don't
not
wanna
only
say
that though, you know, a lot of people don't know that we're distributors as well.
Parts. How about you, baby?
Yes.
What would you like?
Martini, please.
Absolutely not. Actually, son, I need some of your finest tequila. You got some of that back there?
Yes, sir, I sure do.
I think I'll go with that. Cheers. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
I thought I had asked for your finest tequila.
That is our finest tequila.
This is your finest tequila? I'm in disbelief. What's the name of it?
Disbelief?
Are you mocking me, sir?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm in disbelief that this is tequila.
That is disbelief, yes, sir.
Disbelief?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Disbelief tequila, where opulence meets tequila.
We can distribute other alcohol brands.
Oh, other alcohol brands.
Yeah, we
Oh,
distribute
okay.
other alcohol brands.
Yeah, we distribute Gladys wine right now.
Mm-hmm.
Gladys wine.
Gladys wine.
Yeah, Gladys
Nice
wine. And we've been speaking with, you know, we're working on some details to get Guidance Whiskey, to get their product out there too. Both of those are black-owned companies. There's a lot of black-owned
Yeah.
spirits throughout the state of Tennessee.
Yeah, it's another
really throughout the
cognac.
world.
It's another cognac that I was intending to bring up to you
Yeah.
too. That over at the liquor store the other day,
Mhm.
the store owner was telling me about another black-owned spirit that he was
Yeah.
gonna turn us
Is it
on to the
Revanche?
guy.
Revanche?
I don't know the name of it.
I know it's a cognac.
The
Mississippi, I think.
the store owner is supposed to be turning me on to the guy that
Yeah,
actually have it because he can't get distribution.
gotcha.
Mm.
And the
Yeah.
thing about us, man, we don't mind pub and other brands and
Yeah.
all that type
Yeah.
of stuff, man. It's enough money out here for everybody.
Everybody.
You know,
Yeah.
we try and break that mentality too.
Yeah.
You know, we want to show people that it's okay to work together.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to mention this person here brand.
yeah,
you know?
absolutely. It's enough people that indulge responsibly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because everybody don't want tequila every night. You know, some
Right.
they might want some vodka tonight, or they might want some wine. So
Yeah.
at this present time, we hadn't released our vodka yet. We hadn't released our wine yet. But even when we do next year, we still gonna distribute other wines, and we still gonna help push other people. You know, that's how this thing goes. Because as difficult as it was for us to
Yeah.
get in the game, you know, we done bumped our head and bruised it enough for everybody else. So we're gonna try to make their job. You know, I love Jay-Z's song when he said Hov did that.
Yeah.
You know, so Benny and Ralph did that.
Yeah.
So these other people won't have to go through that.
And at some
You know,
point,
so-
man, people gonna realize that, you know, you more powerful together.
Oh yeah.
You know, we can take this table right here. True enough, one of us can lift it, but if all three of us or all four of us lift it, it's gonna be that much easier.
Yeah, make the load lighter.
So have y'all picked a name for y'all wine, or?
Man,
Yeah,
everything gonna be disbelief.
Disbelief.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Disbelief
Disbelief
wine, vodka,
Yeah,
disbelief
disbelief.
seltzer. We sticking with the brand.
Okay.
Of course, it won't taste the same, but you know,
Right.
once you put in so much work to get a brand established,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
in your best interest to stick with
Yeah.
it, because what you're gonna have to do is start all the way from
Yeah.
scratch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we don't, even though we creating it, you still got to start all the way over.
Yeah. To help brand something.
People gonna try it just because it say disbelief on
That's
it.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Nike say Air Max,
Yeah.
and then Nike says this, and then Nike says still Nike.
Yeah.
Regardless. So the only difference is you're gonna say disbelief vodka,
Mhm.
disbelief wine, disbelief seltzer. So you just have a lot of, you know, other, you know, components that's up under that now. You know, but it's the disbelief brand, and then Ralph and I have another tequila coming out as well. It's
Blancos Dorados.
Blancos Dorados, and in Spanish it means golden banks.
Just want HB.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it means
Golden Bank signature tequila.
Yeah,
So it's Blanco's Dorado signature tequila.
Yeah, so.
And you can tell them, you know, the reason why we came up with that one.
I forgot now. Wow. No, it's for generational wealth.
There you
It's
go.
for our last name. You know, most people, you know, you can identify a person
Yeah.
by their first name, you know, but you got everybody in family, you know, sometimes has the same last name. So we doing this for our last names and for our kids and stuff like that. Well, Ralph, and for my nephew, because Ralph only had one. I got a host of kids, you know. I don't care to talk about because I can't count that high. But yeah, we doing this for our last name though, you know. That's why it's Golden Bank. That's why it's Blanco's Dorados, you know.
Okay,
so
with you and all them kids though, so do you feel any pressure from doing all this?
no, well, honestly, I kind of raised my kids pretty good. You know, everybody's in college. Well, most of them graduated from college now because I'm that old.
Starting to tell your age.
Yeah, it don't matter. You know, you old when you got kids almost your age. See, I got kids almost my age, so and I'm okay with being old. You know, I'm okay with being up there some because it tells you I age well. You know what I'm saying? I don't look my age. You know, I hang with a lot of people that look older than me.
What
you know what I'm saying?
What he said earlier in the interview, depending on who you ask.
You know who I am? Oh, boy, that boy, hey, that's a different type of hater. Yeah, but no, I don't feel any pressure with the kids. I did good by mine. You know, I did good by all my kids, all my sons and daughters. You know, they all love me.
What about the industry then? Like no pressure from the industry. If so, how do y'all deal with it?
Well, which industry you speaking on?
The tequila industry, the
Oh, the
liquor,
alcohol
alcohol industry.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you could say it's pressure. You know, we face it all the time. You know,
Yeah.
just being realistic. You know, the alcohol game wasn't designed for us. You know, we kind of cracked the code, and you know, it was rough in the beginning.
Oh,
But
yeah.
all we needed was one store to believe in us.
That's it.
And
Now,
we got
was it because
that
of
one
the
store to
color?
believe in us.
Oh yeah, we ain't got the right complexion for the connection.
Mm.
You know how that goes.
Yeah,
you know how that
absolutely.
goes. Yeah, you know, and it, I mean, we gotta address that. I mean, that's
Yeah, and they know how powerful this industry is and the type of money that can
Yeah.
be made in it.
that's the elephant in the
They don't
room.
want you in.
Yeah, you gotta talk about it. Whether you want to or not, but that's what it was. The color, you know, the color of our skin, you know, and that's how it goes. And it's we okay with that.
Right.
You know, we okay with that. You know, we
Yeah.
gonna always, you know, fight past that. That's what that was another reason why we continue to push because we wanted to break racial barriers. You know.
And we've had certain scenarios to where, you know, store owners, they'll give you attitude or whatnot, but then when they meet you in person with the product and they get to see your personality and all that type of stuff, it changed their perspective on you.
Absolutely.
Disbelef Tequila, where opulence meets tequila.
Was it hard trying to get the distribution in the stores?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy at all. Like I say, we had to find one. We got one and
One.
Yeah, once we was moving out there one, then others came.
Yeah, now we got 301.
Yeah, we
Okay.
went.
Yeah.
We at one point we was like, damn, I guess this gonna be the only store that we sell out of. You
So what
know,
was that first store that gave y'all that chance then?
Majestic.
Majestic.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Majestic. They were the first one to give us the opportunity. We had a little hiccup as well with you know, we had some paperwork that wasn't in order. We was missing a license and you know, we got fined $108,000.
Sure did.
And you know, after that, of course, they was, you know, highly upset, you know, about that or whatnot, and which they should have. They took our word off of it. We took our legal team word. So when it was time, once we got that situated, it took us about 2 months to get that paperwork together. And at first, we thought they wasn't gonna fool with us no more. 3 days later, after that call, she like, "Come on, fellas, let's get back rolling."
Bring me 20 cases.
All these people wanted it, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
they
we had-
wanted to make sure we had our paperwork
Working
back
hard.
intact before moving forward, and you know, we had to carry that on our back for a while. You know, we had competitors, utilizing it against us, saying that, hey, man, people getting fined left and right.
Dealing with them.
Yeah, their license ain't straight, and it only worked for so long until they saw the stores kept accumulating. You know, went from 1 to 10, 10 to 20. I don't even know how we got to 300 and something stores. I'm saying, I'm serious. It just expanded like that, especially when you look back where you first started.
So we built a strong team.
How many states y'all covering now?
Well, three states total, but the Chicago and Illinois. We have a warehouse in Illinois, and we getting it rezoned, so we can't launch until it's rezoned. And then paperwork in Georgia just takes some time, but we got a warehouse in Georgia too, so we currently covering 3 states.
Okay, so not Mississippi, y'all ain't down there yet?
Not just yet. We'll be there shortly.
Because we doing, you got to think we self-contained, so we got to go, one state at a time. Because opening up the states is so expensive, so it was kind of like, now we can afford to open up, state after state after state, And the thing is, it's just a lot of paperwork, it gets tedious and a lot of stuff. Because don't get me wrong, we love our law firm, but they had a major hiccup in the beginning, so we try to do stuff ourselves now. Like I said, if you don't learn your business, they're gonna chew your ass up. So so now we kind of do that stuff in-house. A lot of that paperwork and stuff like that, my wife does it. Her and Ralph kind of get together and cover that type of stuff. So if it's a hiccup this time, it'll be on Golden and Mrs. Banks.
And Mr. Banks for letting us do it.
Yeah, hey.
Since he don't want to take no responsibility for it.
Hey.
What you gonna do, fire me?
Yeah, but I'm smart enough to say that I can't do that shit, man. Because it is, it's tedious. You know what I'm saying?
It's real tedious.
It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of the same questions. A lot of the
and each state got their own rules and regulations too. So
Where can people? Are you all like in most of the stores in Memphis?
Yeah.
Okay, so like how much is it? Is which one name?
Well, they got suggested retails. We don't set the price. We get them the suggested retail or whatnot.
We suggest this one at like $69.99.
Okay.
And this one here suggested at $49.99.
So which one is that one? Which because they different colors.
Yeah,
this is the Reposado.
It's the Reposado.
Got you.
It's the Blanco, and we had the Nail. That'll be launching top of the year.
Okay.
Disbelef Tequila, where opulence meets tequila.
So after going through all that, was there anything that discouraged y'all that made y'all just want to be like, okay, forget it, I'm just done. I don't want to do it no more.
Let me ask you this here. If you take years to develop something, and then you get a $108,000 fine that you got to pay in 30 days, it's gonna make you want to give up, huh?
Yeah.
We didn't give up, but
Yeah,
it did make you feel like it. And then, like you say, it was a rough journey, trying to find distribution, trying to import our alcohol and all that type of stuff. It's a rough journey, constantly getting told no, but at the end of the day, with us being alphas or whatnot, being leaders to so many people, no, it's unacceptable. So that don't mean that inside that, it ain't a setback or I ain't got to take a breather on this or something.
Yeah.
But we got to keep going because, like he said, it ain't just for us. It's an opportunity for several people. That if we break the barrier, life might be a little bit easier for a lot of people.
For somebody else. But stop came for me way before it was way before the fine. And we had so much money invested in this stuff. And we were looking forward to launching it
Was
in
it
March.
2018?
No, I'm saying around the time in March. I mean, we supposed to be launching March of 2020.
2018? Nah, we was supposed to launch before
Go
then.
way before then, but I'm telling you when I got to
okay,
when I got to the
yeah.
point where I wanted to just say, you know what, fuck it,
Right.
around March we were supposed to be launching, but the world shut down
Oh, yeah.
in March of 2020. So now we got all of this liquor, and it's pointless for us to launch it because we still could have launched it, but we couldn't promote. We couldn't get out, and that's when
You
the
remember how
pandemic
other
hit.
business shut down.
And then Baseball Rich
Shut
shut
completely
down. So that stopped the income flow. The real estate people weren't paying rent. And then now we got all this money tied up in Disbelef. So we got all this alcohol that we can't sell. We can't sell. So for me at that point, it was like, you know what?
Let's
Yeah,
go jump out the Memphis.
let's go. You know what I'm saying? And without luck, even if we would have jumped off the bridge, we would have landed on the boat. We can't even kill ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of luck me and Golden would have. You know what I'm saying? So
Good analogy. I like that analogy.
yeah. So I mean, but so at that point it got a little bit rough for us because the currency kind of stopped. It was a good thing that we kind of had a couple of dollars put to the side. For me, because I do it for the money. And Ralph don't do it for the money. So
Right.
I don't know what he had put to the side. I just know he survived. Because imagine if he wasn't doing it for the money.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, think about it then. He'd been trying to pile up in my house.
So how did y'all overcome the pandemic versus last year to now?
Just like everybody else did.
Kept pushing, kept on pushing.
Now with them triple P, we
Yeah,
pushed
the
3
PPP.
times.
Allegedly.
I mean, we're a legitimate company,
Okay,
so
right,
I mean, we're legit. So I mean,
got you.
we supposed to get again. Nobody was paying us rent.
Yeah.
Baseball restocked completely. We couldn't manufacture anymore. So
Okay.
I gotta make a call to Donald Trump. Yo, Donald,
Came through right in time.
y'all play what? Let me get that PPP pimp.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Yeah, ain't no secret. Everybody, nobody can't talk about nobody. You know what I mean? 'Cause everybody got it.
Right.
Public records,
Public
man.
rappers, you know what I'm saying? We ain't hide.
Right.
You couldn't evict nobody. And I wouldn't have wanted to anyway because, people, it was hard for everybody at that point. It's the pandemic. Ain't nobody getting no money. So, even though I got bills at home and Ralph got bills at home, but let them people, live in their property, man, because ain't nobody getting paid right now, and sometimes you just got, like I said, you guys just look out for other people. You get your blessings back. Like now, we getting it back tenfold. We're getting it back tenfold. It might have been for the old lady that I didn't put pressure on. Like, where my money at? So, I mean, but, yeah, it got kind of rough around that time until, Don came through. Just
Came through for sure.
Don started passing that paper out. I ain't got to like him, but I damn sure like what he did.
I know that's right.
I damn sure like what he did. I ain't got to like him, but I damn sure like what he did.
Disbelef Tequila, where opulence meets tequila.
Okay, so with all those business ventures that you all have done, what are some of the skills you all have picked up?
Well, for me, I'm an ex-street dude. I never really had that, so I picked up negotiating skills way back when I was young in the street. So I rolled it over, and I've gotten a lot better in the business world. What I learned way back then is crazy. I always like to tell students and stuff when I talk to them, it's nothing to brag about. Mm-hmm. But where I came from and the things that I learned out there in the streets was negotiation and learning how to. Loyalty was one of the things that that's a major skill. Mm-hmm. Loyalty is very, very huge. And that's what people don't realize. Somebody could walk in this place today and try to say, hey, well, Toriano, if you cut Ralph off, this is what I would do for you. But it's about the loyalty with me. That's one of the things that I've picked up way back then that I exercise today, and the negotiating parts of it. I like to sit down at the table with these big companies and stuff like that with these other people that Ralph and I negotiate with, because I'm very strong right there. I like to talk to people because a lot of times they come in with just like these intimidating looks and stuff like that, and that don't get to me because I don't give a damn how much money you got, because I've already had that before, and I'm back making it now the right way, you know. So that's a strong suit for me in this game right here now.
One of the things I learned about throughout the period, I learned about myself. I learned a lot about myself, man. I learned that I can take former street dudes and turn them into corporate America dudes.
That's good. That's good.
Like
shit.
it's like half our staff. Like a lot of times, people will sit there and judge them based off the past and all that type of stuff. And at the end of the day, these guys are highly intelligent. And they actually look forward to do things, in the corporate world and all that type of stuff. To go to seeing them from wearing jerseys and, well, ain't nothing wrong with jerseys, but all the chains and watches and, maybe to get them in a polo shirt sometime, with some...
with some loafers.
Well,
with some
I
loafers.
did wear my chains and watches.
He the only one I ain't got him. I got him one. I got him
him
one time with the blaze on that photo shoot,
What you
man.
gonna do,
They're
fire
sitting
me?
over there.
Oh yeah.
They can't see it, man. I was able to get him to do that one time, and after that time, he was like, "Bro, I ain't doing this shit no more."
He called me, hey, you know what your biggest problem is? You go in these stores with all this shit on your neck and this.
And get on them about that, and like I say, it ain't to change them as a person, just sometimes we go in and represent from the company perspective and all that type of stuff. A lot of times they could be intimidating to them if they see that you doing way better than they doing. So it's all a poker/chess game at the end of the day when it comes to dealing with them.
But you got to think about it like this. Sometimes they misjudge you too.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of people don't like
do that all the time.
A lot of people don't like it. Sometimes they want to deal with the person versus dealing with the help. And because I remember Ralph called me one day, pissed as hell. He pissed as hell. He in this liquor store, and I think maybe the salesman in the liquor store, or I don't know if it was the store owner or whatever, but they got an attitude with Ralph, and something happened, and Ralph had to get on like, hey man, I got a $100,000 car here. This or
Oh
something.
yeah. This is what happened. Yeah. I remember this story. So I was we call these C-list liquor stores. They in the hood or whatnot. So they actually contacted us to come in there. He said come whenever. So I went, and when I went to show the product, they got busy, quote unquote busy at the time. And keep in mind, they form a busy, they selling $2 shots. It ain't like they sitting there selling filths and they busy or whatnot. And the son of the liquor store, he kept on having an attitude or whatnot. I think he said something, yeah man, you come at our busiest time, man. Then he got on the phone and he was like, yeah man, this guy, he's some hassling us or something. I said, how long, player? I ain't got the house of nobody, man. I got a $100,000 car outside there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you talking about somebody
hassling you.
You see it right there in your cameras. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy this little bit ass store.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, all the $2 shots up in here. That's all you selling. Yeah, and the trip hard, man. His dad, he a good guy. It's the son was a straight asshole.
Yeah, sometimes you have to throw your weight around. You know what I mean? You have to. It's just, people misjudge. And that's what I'm saying. People misjudge you. So I'm going there with, $150,000 worth of jewelry on my neck. Yeah, what's popping, man? We got these cases out here.
Ain't going in no more of them anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I
Them days over.
don't go in them.
Okay.
But I did. I used to go in them like that. But Ralph used to call, like, man, you need to take some of this stuff off your neck, So. And what I'm doing is, I'm living some of the days that I missed when I was incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reliving my old, because, I'm 48, but I did 10 years, so I'm 38 on the street. So
I tell you this shit too, man. When you get an older business partner, now there's always pros and cons to everything. But what he said, it made sense. So by him being 15, 20 years older than me, whatever he is, he told me one day, I'm like, bro, man, we got to save some of this shit. He like, say, man, I'm about to spin, man. I'm old. Ain't no telling when I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I had to sit there. I'm like, you know what? He actually makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
You got a lot of years left, God, with it. You know, so you got to think about. I said, Ralph, you got to think about it. I'm almost 50 years old.
and
So, you know, by the time you get 50, you know, I'll be 65, 70 years old. I'm going to spend some damn money. I mean, what's the point of me saving? My kids grown, you know what I'm saying? Mom does good, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, all my people
sense,
good.
though.
So
It made
shit,
sense.
you know, let me spend some of this on me right now, you know? Yeah, so he's like, oh, yeah, you right, bro. He called me back after that. You know what, bro?
Yeah, you right.
I thought about that. You right, too.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, you know.
You here old as a monk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so how can everybody find y'all on social media?
We have Mr. Baseball Rich on Instagram. I'm Toriano Banks on Facebook. And Ralph is Ralph Bossman Golden on Facebook. And I'm Baseball Rich. This is I am. Not no I am. It's I'm Baseball Rich on Instagram. And Disbelef is Disbelef Tequila
Yeah.
on Instagram. And
But don't spell it the correct
regular
way.
way.
Spell Disbelef, Disbelef.
Yeah.
Just
Tequila.
take the eye out, people.
Yeah, check that out. And it's Disbelef Tequila on Instagram and
The second app.
and it's www.disbeliefspirits.com. You know, to pull up the web page and
But you wanna know what though? If they go to like the Google searches and stuff, and they just start to put in the DISB, it populates now.
it populates.
Even
now,
if
so,
they spell it wrong, it'll populate.
yeah. Did you mean disbelief? You know,
Yeah,
so
'cause
it comes up now. So yeah, so we out there now.
What they say, and we made it.
Yeah, you know what, Mom?
Mom, we made it.
Mom, we made it. You know, we done arrived. You know, so yeah, they kind of know who we are out here now. So and I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it because I'm seeing all of our hard work, you know, start to show. You know, so like I said with Ralph, you know, we have a great chemistry and business and stuff like that. So it's only up from here.
All right, this is another episode of Memphis Streets. I'm Jen with the Juice. That's Toriano. That's Ralph, the CEOs of Disbelef Tequila. You never know who you might see in these Memphis streets.